It's kind of like what happened to Jennifer. Sometimes two people can't talk at the same time.
Well, I think that Michael should do the first prayer with us. Michael, can you do that with us?
Yeah, I gotta get the prayer done in a minute.
Let's get this prayer on the road.
I'm preoccupied with this.
I will figure it.
Michael, will you start us off now?
You just want the one to figure it. One, please.
Do we have to eat a meal
Oh,
while
this
we're
is
here?
cute.
Around a meal?
Oh, my God.
You ready? Ready?
Come on.
Michael wants to come back.
Call Mike.
No, let's just stay with Barb's computer and do the prayers. Ask Michael to come over and sit down and do the
You
prayer.
guys want to get the chair drive up there, so you have your prayer ready too. Okay, go ahead and call Michael. He wants to read it off his big screen.
I just want to say something. We have people who have not been on, who are coming on, somebody from Louisiana. This is very casual. And they don't know.
Okay, here we go.
You haven't thanked me last week. Let's get going here.
Oh no, Michael, your video's working. What do you know about that?
I'll tell you, you're not here to do that. I'll tell you in a minute, you first addresses.
Looking good.
Okay, I'm going to briefly tell you just how I solved it, and then I'll read the prayer. Very briefly, the latest version of Skype for Windows 8 does not support video conference calls, so I installed an older version, and so it's working. That's the answer.
Thank you so much for doing that. And you know,
Look at me after Thursday.
Who's in the background? Who's there?
Everyone introduce yourself.
Hey.
Over there.
hey everybody.
Hi, everybody.
Barb.
You know, Michael, you look like Gandhi.
I'm
That's Melody.
Melody. Melody.
Hi, Melanie.
Who's that?
This is Eddie.
Hey, hi.
Hi, Kate.
I have the same birthday.
And that's Poppy.
Hi.
Hi.
And over here is Kate.
Hi, Kate.
Hi, Kate.
And who do you think this is?
Hey, Mark. He's better now. Hey, Mike.
You mean that bald guy?
Hey, I knew Michael was a shaman, man. He's good.
Someone hold the camera.
I'm not sitting on the table.
No, I'm not sitting on the table. My phone's right now. I'm so young. All right.
Good English.
We're coming to the prayer.
Good God. You think with my picture?
There they go.
The house.
You know, stand telling them about it, and they turn around, and the movie starts playing, and they hear the first couple of words, and they're going, who's that here? We are showing movies. All the movies are people doing, at least they're on the movie, you're serious.
This is a lot of drama. Can we just do the prayer?
Not drama, that's noise. You haven't seen drama yet.
Can we start the prayer?
Just kidding, come on. The prayer is on the right hand side. Look.
The prayer.
Yeah.
Let's start the prayer.
Click on it.
Prayers. Entrance prayers or the prayers? The prayers. The prayers. That's moved.
Okay, just,
Is this a continuous cleansing?
yes.
Okay, now we're going to get it. I wanted to say,
Click on the movie, click on the movie.
admirers with perseverance and
Click
endurance.
on the movie. Stop. Click on that black movie, Mikey. Mikey, click on the movie. So stop.
No,
Yeah, there. Now.
oh, that was a movie. I thought that was live. Okay, you guys are waiting for me now, right? We're ready to go?
Yes, we are.
You hear me okay? Okay. We're going to do the continuous cleansing, all level immunity prayer. These prayers are not
Kind of his physique.
you. So, when I get my signal, All my bodies are free of pathology.
Yes.
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 All my bodies are free of immune dysfunction.
Yes.
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 All my bodies are at full function.
Yes.
Yes.
I've installed all necessary immunological shields.
Yes.
Yes.
Feel it. Feel it and get it and test on it and feel it.
Yeah.
All my God connectors are in.
Yes.
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 Just a tip, because I had someone here say, what does that mean? And
No, she was asking what was sticking present.
that's fine, but I just want to say that to me, for me to connect with these prayers, I don't have to think about it or figure it out, I just let it come to me. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And I don't say yes,
You
no.
know, Michael, you give that to your guests and the people that are in the room with you.
That's what I'm saying, genuinely.
Yeah.
Just saying the way my experience is that the harder I try to figure out what it means, the harder it is to understand what it means. It's a feeling that comes to me, and if it doesn't, that's fine too. So that's my tip: is don't try to listen to the words and see what comes to you.
I like what you're saying. Hey, Michael, I like what you're... 1 second. I just want to interject something. I like what you're saying here, and I just want to add that there is a list of the God connectors in the Web College. So if you go to the list of lists and then to G, under there, you will find a list of God connectors. You don't have to do that right now, but so you could actually look them up if you want.
So there's more information which might help understand.
Yeah, like immunological shields are something, and documents are something. Sure. Like your hand is going to be, yeah, right. If you want to know more,
Spirit accessing them does not require the mind interpreting what it means. Mostly it doesn't. And Eastern tradition, if you must have a source for it, has in the solar plexus, which you know well about, like, right?
It sounds like we're on the same page.
Now, shall we go?
I'm not much intellectual. Right? Okay. I'm installing the reflex to give love and empowerment.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract warm, happy feelings in others.
Yes.
By the way, by testing, by actually saying these prayers, even if you a second ago were not having that, right now you can have it.
Yes.
It brings you into this ability, this
Yes.
prayer.
That's
The
right.
relationship to it.
That's the
Right.
idea.
So can you say that again, Michael, please? That prayer.
I attract warm, happy feelings in others.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
I'm merging my results bodies with, and choose some people for yourself. Think about those people. I've asked for a repeat. I'm merging my results bodies with, and think of some people in your life at some point. And I'm removing and installing the right factors.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
I'm on the best side of my highest possible dimension.
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
I'm removing all tendencies in the world to solve problems with violence.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm removing all disturbances from the emotional bodies of everyone in the world.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I'm protecting myself and my people from incipient catastrophes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm realizing the loving, world-shaping, and God-given intentions I've carried from life to life.
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Michael,
Yes.
I want to go back to the incipient catastrophes thing, and I want to ask you a question.
Okay.
Have you ever felt like there was an incipient catastrophe coming at you or somebody else?
Yeah.
Have you ever had sort of an intuition of that?
Yeah, in fact, I have a continuing one, and there's something that I won't do because I have this intuition that I'll bring catastrophe to myself and others if I do it.
Yeah, but what about something that's coming?
And do you ever have, like when you have that intuition, are you ever able to like go out there where the thing is developing and find it and actually cause it to diffuse
He thinks it's
just
from
with your own psychic ability? Gabriel.
No, I haven't gotten that far. That the thing is that I have this intuition that if I get on an airplane, it's going to crash.
Well, I'll tell you what.
And I have never confronted that. I haven't been on an airplane in 25 years.
Well, I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
This is what this prayer is about. It's about actually when it says protecting yourself or friends. Like, what about if an airplane that a friend is on crashes? You know, you can diffuse that. So just like work with this prayer when we're not in this meeting, and see if you can locate developing or impending catastrophes and diffuse them. Just try to do it and see if you can feel it disappearing and also test. Just like making something disappear like a thing you're curing or removing. It's the same kind of thing.
Okay.
Can I say something? I only met Michael one time. I get the sense that he feels a great deal of responsibility to others. And so can you speak to that a little bit too? Myers?
What?
I had one encounter with Michael, and I just get this feeling that he has this responsibility to others, like a posse or people or something. That's the sense I got of him. Can you speak to that?
What? What's the last thing you said? That's what I didn't hear.
I can't change this.
Can you speak to that?
I think the only thing you said was that Michael should handle this outside the meeting. I think
No, when I said that, I had.
No, I think that that's a good thing. It's a good thing.
He feels responsible for others. I don't know what the the dysfunction is the responsibility to others, like he is responsible to others, not just to his own catastrophic vision, but even protecting others or something.
I think that's a good thing.
What's a good thing?
Feeling responsible for everybody.
No, that's good, but not like you can help them against something that's intended.
No, I'll tell you what, Karen. Why don't we give Michael a chance to evolve, okay?
No, I don't know. I'm speaking out of turn.
Now let's go on with the prayers.
I'm causing my career and those of the people I love to be what God intends.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes. Well, of course, the prayers are all about being responsible for other people, isn't it? Aren't they? Like if I'm causing other people's careers to be what God intends, then I'm responsible for those people in that way.
But not like you can change the course of things for others, but like...
Well, that's exactly what we're doing, is changing the course of things for others.
All right, I'll talk to you about this later.
Before I'm done, I just want to, Karen, I want to acknowledge something. I think that Karen is, to give her credit here, she's being very intuitive, because I actually feel a lot of power to either hurt people or protect people, and
Right.
and I don't know how true it is. Maybe I have it, maybe I don't, but I'm aware of it, and that causes me to make to spend a lot of time making decisions based upon whether I'm going to hurt someone or help someone, and that is a valid point, Karen, that Karen has, and now isn't the time for me to explore that about myself.
Well, it's
But I
nice that you
do
care
that.
enough to. It's nice that you care enough to try to do what you can in a non-harmful way. I'm wondering, why does the camera keep moving?
Because we're passing it around.
What?
Passing it
They're
around.
doing porn! Oh, they kidding.
They're passed around, he said.
Why are people passing the camera around?
Rather than asking why, are you making a request that we don't? I don't know why we're doing it. Are you asking that we don't?
Well, actually, no. You know, and maybe it's okay. It sort of looks like the cinematography in The Shield, and I kind of like it.
Showing the
I
sign.
should have the other side of you, then I can go over.
Oh my God.
Excuse me.
Okay, look at the dress. I'm gonna, no, it doesn't sound like it doesn't sound like he was requesting you don't.
We're kind of, we're young and modern, we're being modern. Modern cinematography. Okay, I'm moving, should I move on?
Now we're going into cinematography, which is good. It's cool.
I'm attracting increased capacity in myself and my group to accept power infusion.
Yes?
Yeah.
Yes.
The particle attributes are endowments and a full strength to succeed at God's work.
Yeah.
Yes?
Yes. All my bodies are endowed.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
All my bodies are one rainbow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes?
I am free.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
I'm now as happy as I've ever been.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And that concludes the continuous cleansing prayers.
Okay, nice.
Thank you, Michael and group. Hot party. Now what are they doing? Sharpening his knives. I love
Well, tomorrow
and he always
we have a topic class on manifesting. And I have something for you to look at. It's a,
Yeah.
Oh dear.
Super.
I have something for you to look at. I wrote an outline of how to not interfere with your own manifestations, basically, and how to know what it is you are manifesting. See, the problem that a lot of people have is they don't know what they're manifesting. Most people do not know that much about themselves.
And tracking it is with the mind, so it's not even a good device to use, because you're then you get into strategy or some reasons why you're doing something, and that's not what this is about.
So what I'm going to suggest is that you read before tomorrow's meeting this thing, which is on my Facebook wall.
All right.
Now, let me see if I can reshare it and move it to the top. Barb, have you read the thing yet?
No.
Because you clicked like on it.
The manifesting? Well, yeah, I read that one about the different factors in manifesting.
About the what?
Factors in
For
manifesting.
tomorrow's class, new paragraph.
Okay.
Smiley face. Okay, now it's at the top of my Facebook wall, so if you go on my Facebook wall, you'll be able to see it. Michael, do you think it would, you could real quick get that up on your screen so everybody at your place could see it?
Sure. Is it on the hub? On the hub?
No, it's actually on my Facebook wall, so you'd have to go to my Facebook wall.
Hey, Michael, do those people that are...
It's right at the top of my Facebook wall.
What, Karen?
Do they know how to test? Test? People
How to
that test?
Test.
They think so.
I
Yes, so.
I think they do.
You don't know if they do? Bart? Bart, you don't think so?
I'm just a videographer, just a computer guy, I'm not the manager.
Well, what are we doing? Barb, do they know how to get a signal?
Now we're looking at Myers Facebook wall for an article that is released yet right now. You're going to use it for tomorrow's meeting.
It sounds like, it's really, I have to say something. It's really interesting to a lot of people to get into the complexities of things rather than the simplicity of trying to get a signal, which is annoying sometimes and disruptive, and yet that's the only way to be in this.
Karen, it's really funny, you showed them in files to getting signal from someone's talking. They're doing all right. If you want to ask them directly, they name their melody talk, you can ask.
Hey,
I
Barb.
can't understand a word you're saying.
Barb, would you just go to each person and make sure that they're, are sort of on point with signals? Would you mind?
Yeah, just
Right, just go around and check their signals, okay?
Right, they know what they're doing. Are they just watching TV?
I'm going to ask them each one by one, okay, Karen? Like, here's from those statements, those are prayers. So when you read the statement, you'll feel something, and that's all you're saying, yes.
I just moved by a meditation.
So is it like you were getting from yesterday's statement? Okay. Okay, but you were getting a signal. So what kind of thing did you feel, or was it money and heat? Okay. And what about you?
Mine.
For me, like a service, I had settlement of storage. For which? It's like a settlement of the story. Settlement of the story. Yeah, like something comes together. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so connection. Yeah. Okay, so we're getting some kind of signals here.
So it's not, in other words, what I'm hearing is nobody there is relating to the prayers on a mental level. They're all getting some kind of signal, and they're coming into like a direct experience of it. I kind of knew that before I asked, but I thought it was a good idea to check.
Let's do some more prayers.
Okay, I'm on my Facebook page. What did you want me to find, Butter? I'm on your Facebook page.
The first thing on the right.
First thing it says for tomorrow's class, you see it?
How to approach the law of attraction with the units?
Yeah, click on that.
Okay, I have it up now. It's up.
Just continue reading below that. You got that up.
Do you want me to read it?
I think, yeah, well, I think.
No, I don't. But I want you to click on it so that the note comes up, and I want everybody to be able to see it. We're going to video tomorrow's class, so we're going to have another video about manifesting.
And what time is that, Buyer? 10:15 my time? I'm sorry.
That's right, 10:15 your time.
Thank you. I'll be on that. Thanks.
Really? All right.
I'm moving things. I'm trying to do it. I had to establish some seniority.
I'm looking forward to seeing you there. Well, let's say the gravitational strengthening prayer now. It's a good time to do that.
Gravitational?
Yeah, let's go to the gravitation.
Yep.
Okay.
What part is that? Oh, man.
Okay, I'm going to find it. Gravitational strengthening. The Feng Shui prayers. The purpose of doing this is to attract Qi. Qi will then perform unique actions of its own. When you do these actions, do them for your family and soulmates too. So, when I get my signal,
By the way, that's another example of being responsible for other people, like saying it for your family, your soulmates, being responsible for them. What I always liked about Greg is he's a steady, responsible guy. Right, Greg?
Yes. I was just thinking that,
A source of something.
the responsibilities and just,
And good looking, too.
Being the source of something that is beyond you, not you. It's different. This does not require.
I'm responsible for mankind.
Right.
And that's why I don't like it. Never mind.
Okay, Michael, let it rip.
well, if we think of ourselves as really not separate, but as one living organism, then it's just natural to feel responsible for others and ourselves at the same time. We're really not separate.
Yeah, because if they die, we die.
I don't even always think that. I know that, and I act that way. But that's
Yep.
yeah.
We have to question the underlying assumption in our culture that we are separate entities in competition with each other. I believe that's an underlying assumption in Western thought, and I don't agree with that. And so we're all questioning that. We're saying, well, we actually are one organism.
I think you actually have to have the courage to assume something way different than that.
Okay, so with that thought,
Yep.
everyone test for a signal. I accept God's wisdom.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
We're doing this right. I attract grace.
Yes.
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 I attract guides and guidance.
Yes.
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 Yes. I attract knowingness and wisdom.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract the experiences I need so I can learn what I need to learn to do God's work.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
I've installed discrimination between things, that is to say, people, activities, and locations, that win and ones that don't.
Yes.
Yes.
I've installed a reflex to drop the ones that don't win, even when I'm succeeding with them.
Yes.
Yes.
That sentence has been a topic of a lot of discussion the last week. And we can continue with that. It's quite interesting concept.
Very cultural.
And I've installed a reflex to do the ones that do win, even when I'm a beginner at them.
Yes.
Yes.
I am installing the reflex to dwell on solutions.
Yeah.
Yes.
I fulfill the hopes of my parents and ancestors.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm merging my results bodies with parents and ancestors. Now choose at least 6. Yourself, think of at least 6. Parents and ancestors. With whom you're merging your results bodies. And I'm removing and installing the right factors.
Yes.
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 I'm doing these prayers for my family, loved ones, and soulmates, as well as for myself.
Yes.
Yes.
Another example of community effort, thinking beyond oneself. I attract money and other wealth.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract tools to fulfill my mission.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract technologies to fulfill my mission.
Yes.
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 I attract respect.
Yes.
Yes.
See, we're connecting with that on a deep level. And nothing wrong with laughter. Sometimes that indicates that there's a connection.
Yeah, that's what it does do. That's right.
Right. I attract cures.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract fame.
Yes.
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 I attract health, wellness, and longevity.
Yes.
We've
Yes.
all been here for a long time. I attract remedies and antidotes to dysfunction.
Yes.
Yes. I attract faith.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract gratitude.
Yes.
I attract fun.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
That was a quick yes over here at Sept.
Huh.
I love. Name a person to yourself.
Yes.
Unconditionally. I attract the love of my life.
Yes.
I let in love and nurturing.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract my children
Yes.
and students.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract astute, committed immunists.
Yes.
I attract powerful, benevolent allies.
Yes.
Yes.
I attract people who appreciate and support me and my mission.
Yes.
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 Yes. I attract people who will connect me to the people I need to talk to.
Yes.
Yes.
Comment on that. That's another example of community effort, of realizing that I can't do it all myself. I don't know everything myself, but I can find people who can connect me. So there's an intertwining of people there. I don't have everything myself, but I know where I can find it.
Yeah, that's right. The connectors are critical.
How about that they're already waiting for you?
They have been waiting for me for years. Those poor slobs.
And maybe not in the way that you think. That it has something to do with the way you do it.
So maybe if I really follow many of these other guidelines, then that naturally will cause people to be attracted to me, and then lead me to other people that I need to talk to.
Because your vehicle is less about what you are doing to people. You know that already, Michael. You already know that you're limited, so you're just going to be open to what can come through in terms of people finding out for themselves what they need, right?
Well, this entire prayer is about manifesting.
What's that?
This entire prayer is about manifesting.
Right.
Yeah, something way bigger than us as this little vessel. And yet we're very...
I attract and think of some people that you attract.
Yes.
Yeah.
Notice how that prayer doesn't say, I want to attract or I try to attract. I attract.
Yeah,
doing it,
right.
not wanting to, or thinking I might, or putting it off till later. I'm doing it.
Yeah, like what you're actually doing is turning on a function.
Right, so you're not doing anything about something for you. You are being functional in a broader sense about something occurring. It has very little to do with you.
It's there, and if I turn it on, then it's able to work for me.
Access.
Well, I don't think I exist anyway, so.
Fired.
What did you say?
That's kind of new, but isn't a Unix about turning on our abilities that are already there? We just have forgotten them, or we shut them down, and we just need to turn them on. They're there. We don't create them. They're there, right?
Yeah, exactly. They're already there. Or they're supposed to be. Sometimes you've actually, like the thing got just blown out of you completely, so it's not, technically speaking, it isn't there, but
Right.
it's supposed to be there.
Right.
And so you know, that's why I called the skill reinstall your functions. Just in case, you know.
Remove, install, no. The beginning was very simple and very good.
Install. It's like installing software. I didn't write it, but I installed it on my computer.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. God wrote it, you install it.
So now do you see how the problem I have with Skype was actually a lesson here?
Yeah, really. I mean, isn't that funny how they throw you a curveball like that?
Something on my computer.
Now, dysfunction shows up in many ways. Its avenue or impression is reflective. It's physical, it's mental, it's spiritual, it's emotional. The reflection back is just a source of expression of it. It's dysfunction on the least, and you can remove it.
Dysfunction shows up in Microsoft.
Yeah, that was me.
Well, that keeps me in business. But you got to see how I have the skill to install the proper function.
Oh my
Even
God.
in Microsoft environment, I can do it, and I did it.
I know. That's right.
Greg has my number if you need a computer help anyway. Anyway, to continue.
It's just nothing.
You know, Franny keeps I sometimes ask Franny, well, let's go to Windows 8 or let's go, to the next program. And she says, well, your programs aren't going to work if we do that.
Or some might, and might not know until he's already switched to Windows 8.
Well,
So we stay stuck in the past.
But
And-
you know what,
and we're loving
Byron,
it.
What you're always speaking about, even with communication, is access. And access, when it serves, is always good.
Yeah, access is definitely what we're trying to give people. That's empowerment, giving them access.
Right.
Or just validating. Sometimes it's just validating the access they already have.
Well, no, because some people have dysfunction around power and responsibility and their ability to have what they need and want. And this is a lot of what we're doing here is, I don't know, I don't want to speak anymore. I don't know, you're better at that.
Well, people, like
Disease
what we want to do is we want to encourage people to operate from the kind of intuition that they're doing in this meeting, where they're getting signals rather than thinking about things. That's
Why do
like we want to encourage people to live that way, to do that all the time.
Well, why do people get sick anyway?
All right, let's move on with the let's move on with the prayer.
I attract forgiveness.
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
In the last 5 minutes, I become a bigger person. Let me go the last 15 minutes. I become a bigger person. For speedy growth, maybe it's
Don't
35
change
minutes.
that. Are you changing it? Yeah.
Sorry. In the last 5 minutes, I become a bigger
It's
person.
5 minutes.
Okay.
Don't change it. No
Okay.
In
translation.
the last 5 minutes, I've become a bigger person.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
I attract worldwide awareness and use of immunity.
Yes.
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 I'm leaving behind everything that slows me down.
Yes.
Yes.
I want nothing.
Yes.
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 I've done enough immunics on myself today to create a critical mass. And if you don't get a signal, bring yourself there.
Yes.
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 Yes. And that concludes the gravitational strengthening prayer.
Nice. You know, given the time, I think we should go right into the noosphere prayer.
Yeah, I love the notes.
Stay here.
These are my favorite prayers.
Thanks, Michael.
Something about I have a connection to the noosphere really rings true to me in some ways.
Yeah, you do.
You connect? I feel it. Again, these noosphere prayers are something that you do. You do. It's a prayer that you do, not something you say. So look for a signal. I'm raising the noosphere to the 27th dimension.
Yes.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Some people here ask me what the noosphere is.
Higher, tell them.
Fire?
I'm not sure I can, actually, but they're...
You had a great description of it.
The,
You do.
Beyond and beyond. Yeah.
the
I'll look
noosphere
it up.
is the entity that surrounds the world. It's one thing. It's like a person, but it's made up of all life on Earth in the way that all life is in continuous communication and oneness with itself. And plus, the more I talk, the further in I dig myself. So I think I'll stop there. You know.
You're just reluctant to say it. You know what it is. You don't want to disrespect it.
Well, but if we're healing it, it's just like another sick person, isn't it?
It's an entity. It's a being.
Yeah, the noosphere is a being. It's the being that is the Earth.
And it's symptomatic. It's reacting and responsive. So of course it's going to have stuff.
Does the noosphere contain all people and the experiences of all people and the body of knowledge of all people from all time?
Well, let's test that. Does it? I get no on that, actually.
Really?
Oh, I get yes.
I'm getting a yes.
I get yes and impact, yeah.
I think that the question, I got yes the second time I tested it. I think the question may have a lot of ramifications, so it may be like an impossible thing to make a direct statement about. And, you know, a lot of books have been written about the noosphere. which existed way before human beings came along. So you can, like, look up the noosphere on Google and get various people's takes on it. That might be a good thing to do.
I think
Anyone want to know what Wikipedia says it is?
Sure.
Can I say something?
Go ahead. Read what it says.
Fired when you, while you're looking that up, fired was spontaneously accessed this. I think, if I'm not mistaken, while walking through with the Hickens, I think the noosphere responded to you to it, and that's how this all happened. And how else could this be?
No, that isn't how it happened. But what do you read? What do you got there, Michael?
Well, anyone can look it up, and the first paragraph on Wikipedia is sort of a lot of name dropping, but whatever it's worth. It says the noosphere, according to the thought of Vladimir Vernadsky and of Teilhard de Chardin, denotes the sphere of human thought. The word derives from the Greek, and then there's some Greek term meaning mind, in lexical analogy to atmosphere and biosphere.
Something fired deep.
Nothing about the there's a lot of name dropping in there. It says in the theory of Vernadsky, the noosphere is the third in a succession of phases of development of the Earth, after the geosphere and the biosphere. Just as the emergence of life fundamentally transformed the geosphere, here's the important part now. The emergence of human cognition fundamentally transformed the biosphere. In contrast to the conceptions of the Gaia theorists, Vernadsky's noosphere emerges to the point where humankind, through the mastery of nuclear processes, begins to create resources through the transmutation of elements.
And Byers is a psychotherapist and an analyst and a great edge. He is a producer of human resource through its development over time for many, many, many years. So what a great vehicle for the information of the noosphere and the relationship of that. So I don't know.
Well, see, I have the way I experience the noosphere is not the same as the definition in Wikipedia.
I'm sure not. It's probably more intimate.
Because I see the noosphere as another one of us inhabiting a different kind of body.
Which is something you knew without.
And it doesn't think the way we think.
But who
Fire that's not inconsistent with the Wikipedia's definition, because as I understand, Wikipedia is acknowledging the geosphere, which we all know what that is. The Earth, inanimate matter. The biosphere, which is the living organism surrounding on the Earth and the Earth surrounding the Earth. And then the noosphere is human thought and human experience. So your perception of it is not inconsistent.
Okay.
It's a pretty open idea. Yeah.
Well, I did study those guys years ago, you know, the ones mentioned there. So, anyway, so now let's continue on with the prayer.
Right. So a couple of the women here asked questions about what it was, and the discussion, I think, created a lot of thought and understanding of that.
Well, you know, it's perfectly appropriate for you to continue discussing this after the meeting.
Yeah.
I mean, somebody once said that the best part of AA is going out for coffee with the people in your group afterwards.
It is.
Well, we actually have Kata made this really nice little dinner for us all, so we can talk about the noosphere.
All right.
Dinner, 2 words.
All right, so let's complete the prayer and the meeting, and then you guys can talk about the noosphere in peace and comfort.
I'm adjusting the particle indexes of the noosphere so that they are in balance and at full strength.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm adjusting the meridians of the noosphere to create a free and balanced energy flow.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. I'm adjusting the chakras of the noosphere to be at full function.
Yes.
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 All the bodies of the noosphere are at full function.
Yes.
Yes.
The noosphere is unswitched and headed in God's direction.
Yes.
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 I'm removing all impressions from the karmic body of the noosphere.
Yes.
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 Greg, we're looking at your butt.
Don't look.
That's fair.
I'm removing terrorism from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the noosphere.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes. Now, do we all feel
Yes.
the world's a better place right now with removing terrorism?
Sure.
I think we need more people removing this terrorism stuff.
I'm removing terrorism from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the noosphere.
Yes.
Yes.
The world is a better place because we've done that. I'm removing the tendency to use biological weapons from the gravitational and spiral bodies of the noosphere.
Yes.
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 I'm merging my higher bodies with others who understand what we're doing.
Yes.
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 I'm removing any predisposition in the noosphere toward disease.
Yes.
Yes.
All the bodies of the noosphere are one rainbow.
Yes.
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 I am now asking the forgiveness of everyone I've ever harmed or will harm by not making immunics available to them faster.
Yes.
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 They've heard and received my request in their results bodies.
Yes.
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 And they have forgiven me.
Yes.
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 Doing this helps them discover immunics for themselves without me needing to be better in order to give it to them.
Yes.
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 Yes. That concludes the Noosphere Global Healing Prayer.
Thank you so much. This has been a swell meeting. Stimulating. I've thoroughly enjoyed myself tonight. Well, does anybody else want to say anything before we get off? Or does anybody want to say anything before we go?
Certainly was a three-ring circus.
Inspired. I would like you to leave, there's a significant number of people who decided to be on the call with Michael, and I would like you to say something to them, if you feel the need to do so.
No, I didn't feel the need to do so, actually. But you know what? Now that you mention it, I just want to say that it's nice that you let Michael influence you. I think it's good for you to let him influence you. Michael is a good influence.
Do you guys want to say anything yourselves?
They probably would have blurted something out if they did.
I would think so.
I definitely use this night of having issues with somebody, so I'm hoping that this will, hopefully will come out so I can communicate with them better, because I'm having trouble figuring out what I'm gonna do. But if you guys figure it out,
I have a question for them. How do you feel, is there a sense of feeling something as a result of participating in the prayer that's a shift for you?
Yeah, does anybody feel any different, from this tonight?
Yeah.
but I'm more or less just gonna surrender and just not, give that person what they need. And just give them what I can, and
Great.
let them know that they even though they can't take advantage of me, I'm not gonna let it bother me. I'm just gonna do quietly, just surrender and not even
Great.
say fuck it. Just let it go. Because it's not,
Yeah,
not
good,
important.
good for you, and I hear that in your voice, that nice surrender.
Sounds like a strategy, but, cool, whatever. Good. A shift is a shift, right?
No.
Well, anybody else want to say anything?
I just have a comment, an observation, since I'm here in my living room with all these people, all these women, which is that I noticed that even though maybe to some our constant discussion in between, which interrupted the prayers at times, may have been disruptive, my observation was that it created more meaning and more connection. So
Yeah.
when we got into some of the discussion, even though it might have been a little bit edgy at moments, the people here in the room got more involved and more, they found more meaning.
That's right. See, that's absolutely right. It's what happens, Like any kind of participation facilitates, something, getting cured. When people participate, things get cured. That's what the noosphere is about, guys. Participation. Okay. Well, thank you all very much for joining us, and I'm linking my etheric body with everyone, and I'm linking my gravitational body and my other results bodies with everybody, and I will now say good night.
Nice.
Good night.
And I'm holding your bodies and linking with you as I say that.
Okay.
This is the Cure Drive Cult homepage. You can see we tally our cures. That's the tally there, 132,000. You report your cures here, right here. That's the link to report your cure. Okay, this is the movie that people start with generally. And there's a lot of people actually curing things on camera in this movie and demonstrating exactly how to do it. It's 4.5 hours. So you would be able to probably understand and know what these people are doing by watching this. We are a cult because we're all over the world. Maybe one person in a town, just one little guy who cures things in a whole town full of people who don't. Whose spouse thinks she's crazy because she's curing things and he doesn't. She doesn't get sick and he's down with the flu for 5 days and he still thinks she's crazy. We've had spouses die. So this person is demonstrating curing herpes in this movie, the one you're watching right there. And it goes on like that. Now, these are the people here. You see this black area here? This is our Twitter feed. These are the people you want to talk to. And what you do, see, it says follow Cure Drive. And that's what you do. You click on that, and then you pick somebody. Anybody in here will be happy to help you. So you write to people that you see in here. And there's all these people all talking about what they're curing. So that's what you do. You pick somebody that you know that seems like a kindred spirit, presumably, and you write to them. See that picture of the cat there? That's Rosella. She's one of the people whose spouse died. He was a very great guy. He just thought it was nuts. He never did it. Died of cancer. Not too long ago, about 2 months ago. So anyway, you just, you write to somebody and, tell them what you are trying to do. People are always asking about negative medical tests. Here, let me show you. This is a voicemail message. You should probably, if you're interested in getting a negative medical test on, let's say, herpes, she got negative medical tests and both kinds of herpes. And she left me this message when she got her letter from the, hospital, I guess. She was in New Zealand. So her tests are free. Now, of course, there's an enormous website behind this homepage. I guess you're probably guessing, right? And if you see these movies, these are all people demonstrating curing various diseases. These people chose to contribute their cures to your effort to cure yourself. There are over 800 movies, and some of them are linked to this page. So if you click on any one of these pictures, it will go to a movie and that movie will start playing. So join the cult. Your friends will be worried about you. You're in a cult, they'll be worried. You have the crazy idea that you can cure medically incurable diseases. They're going to be very concerned. Especially if you're battling cancer. Your friends will be worried, and that's a good thing. You will cure things. And that is also a very good thing. You will begin curing things the moment you join, because that's how you join. You cure something. When you cure something, you're in the cult. If you want to get out of the cult, just stop curing things. You won't be in the cult anymore. Easy to exit. Your easy exit strategy. And who knows? You may even cure the medically incurable disease that you came in here to cure. A lot of us did. That's me there in the movie holding forth on how to cure things. I'm on the cure team. That's what I did. I cured a medically incurable disease. Two of them actually. So I cured two kinds of herpes. It was about 4 months after I started doing this that I actually discovered, I'm the person who discovered that you could cure physical diseases. July 1993, my 20th anniversary just passed. I haven't had an outbreak of herpes for 20 years, and before that, I was having outbreaks for 28 years. I got herpes in 1965. The end of the year. 28 years of outbreaks followed by 20 years of no outbreaks. That's how bad it can be and how good it can be if you let it be good. So, take the courageous step that almost everyone you know will advise you not to take. Join the cult. When you're in the cult, your friends will get sick and you will get well. Your friends will give sympathy and you will give cure. And you'll know that you don't even need to take a vitamin pill to cure something. You can just cure it with nothing. Just with you. What can you contribute? What will your contribution be? This woman is curing a flu right on camera. She came in with full symptoms and they were all gone in 15 minutes. You can see it happen. Flu is an incurable viral-based disease. It's medically incurable. She cures it right in front of you. We eagerly await your contribution. And here they are, eagerly awaiting your contribution. And anything that you say to any of these people will probably be a contribution of some kind.